welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Christine, and in last week's video I was sharing my holiday sewing plans, which included this bow sweater. This is actually a store-bought sweater that I had seen this idea on Pinterest for a pearl bead bow, and I really wanted to try it, and I did, and I posted it onto my Instagram with a poll asking if anyone would be interested in a how-to. And so here we are. I'm so happy with the way this turned out. I actually wore it on Friday night to a dinner. This sweater with a black kind of a A-line skirt with thick tights and cute boots. And I loved it. It was nice and cozy and warm, but still festive. So I think this is such a great idea. You could do it on, of course, like a sweater, a very casual sweatshirt, t-shirt, tank top. Today I'm going to be doing it on this hat, which I think is going to be super cute as well. The other idea I had is on a cosmetic bag. This is my one of my patterns, the beauty bags, which makes a really cute gift. So you could do the bow on one side, just as long as you make sure you do your stitches really, really secure so it doesn't get bumped and fall off. But I think it would be so cute on a cosmetic bag as well. So you can do this on so many different places, and it only takes about 20 minutes to attach all of the beads. So it's super fast. So speaking of the beads, it definitely helps if you have a little tray or something to kind of contain your beads. I played around with a lot of different bead sizes. So I have a lot of these because I find that I use them in different projects. The sizes that I ended up liking the most, because here I have a lot of contrast between sizes. So I have this bead, which is about 3/8 of an inch, the larger one, and then the small one is just about 1/8 of an inch. So there's quite a bit of contrast, which I ended up liking better than I tried a slightly, no, this was the same, and then a slightly larger. So I think between these two, there's only like 1/8 of an inch difference. And it wasn't, I laid it out before and it didn't look as good. So I think that's kind of one of the little tricks I can share, is that you want to have at least, I would say, a 1/4 inch difference between your two beads to really get the effect. Otherwise, it just kind of lays flat. And you're going to need, let's see, 13 of the larger ones, because we're going to do 4, 4, 1 in the middle, 2, 2. And then you need about 30 of the little guys, because we're going to do 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So when it comes to actually shaping the bow, I kind of struggled here. So this bow is free-handed because the texture of this sweater, I couldn't get any marker, any chalk or anything to like show up so that I could trace the design. So I laid this out on a paper first and then just free-handed it on. I was a little scared, but it turned out okay. This hat as well, I couldn't get any like marker to transfer over. So we're gonna freehand it. But if you have like a sweatshirt or a t-shirt that has a more stable knit, I would definitely like trace on the design with either chalk or an invisible marker. But as far as the size goes, mine ended up being about 2 1/4 from the center out. So 2 1/4, about 2 1/4, and then about 2 1/4 from the center point down. So the first step that I would recommend is laying out your beads in the bow pattern, just to the side of your actual, the actual garment or thing that you're going to be putting it on. So lay out your bow pattern kind of how you'd like it to be. And then the best way that I found to sew it on is to work in 4s. So first do this bow, then do this side of the bow, and then do each legs. And I found that I had to do them in 4 different, with 4 different lengths of my thread, because I would run out of thread by the end of it. So I did it in 4 parts. So as I lay out my beads, these 4 corner beads are really the kind of the end point of the bow. And so I'm going to just make those at kind of a curve. And what I can do is, if I want to kind of just gauge, okay, so if I'm doing like 2 1/4, I'll place my middle point just about there. And then I'll go just about 2 1/4 over. And so I just kind of am shaping the end of the bow with my beads. And then I do about 5 little beads in between to fill out the bow. And from here, like if you want to make the bow just a little bit larger, you can kind of play with the shaping of the bow end. If you want to make it kind of go down a little bit, like you can literally at this point just shape however you want your bow. And then we just, I like to start the tails right up in there. So I get it like right up close, and then I start my 2 tails down. And this one, I'm usually doing 4 beads above. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I did like 2 little, or 2 large, and then 1 more little guy at the end. And also you can kind of play with the shape of the tails too. If you want them to kind of float to one side, or you want them to just kind of be straight down, or however you want to shape them. And you could probably make them longer as well. Let's see. I just kind of was doing mine short. I think that I could definitely play with adding more length. This one doesn't want to stay. And then I'll do my little tail there. So I'm pretty happy with the way this bow looks. And so now what I'm going to do is just start transferring these section by section over to my piece. So I have my thread all ready to go. On this project, I'm going to be using white thread. On this project, I actually used black thread. So I think probably going with a color very close to your project is what I would recommend. And I used I used a double thread. So I knotted both sides of my thread, so it's extra strong. The one thing I will say with this sweater, and probably with this as well, is it's a loose weave, a loose knit, and so you really have to tie a large knot. Like I knotted it several times just so that it doesn't pop through the the knit because it's loosely woven, and really secure the end of your thread tails just so it doesn't come apart. That's the other thing though about this project is you can take this off really easily, so it doesn't have to be permanent. And if you don't like the way it turns out, you can also fix it as well. Okay, so I'm going to start with my center bead. So I'm going to kind of pinpoint on my hat. I've got a little bit of a narrow brim here, so I think I'm going to place my center bead rather high. I think I'm going to go with it right about here, and just do this one. So I'm just literally like going up through my piece and then down, and just kind of slip stitching this on, I guess. And then, so I'm going to work in sections. So I'm going to work on to the left of my center. I just start one by one transferring the beads over. And then I just kind of go back down into the piece very close to where I came up. Make sure to pull it nice and tight. So this is kind of where I'm eyeballing. But if you don't like it, you can take it out, which is the beauty of it. actually going to add one more bead to this side. It got a little bit bigger, but no worries. I'm going to add one more here to kind of fill it out. Not sure about this side of the bow, but let's see how it goes. So I finished my one side of my bow, so I'm just going to tie this off with a good knot. So I just run my needle through my work, pull it a little bit, and then run my needle through the loop and do a knot that way. I'll do it a couple of times. Make sure it's really secure. Okay, so now I'll do the exact same thing on the other side. Okay, so I've got the other side of my bow done, and I'm gonna say, when I just had this half, I honestly thought it was kind of ugly, and I was like, should I redo it? I was like, no, I'm just gonna do the other side, and now I love it. So if you feel that one side is not looking good, just keep going, because of course we're doing them separately anyway, so you could always take this out later. But I just feel like you kind of have to have the whole, like, more than just one side done to really judge if it's going to be cute or not. So just keep going. So now I've got a little tangle in my thread. Okay, so I've got my thread all ready, and now I'm going to start with my legs. I think I kind of want to do like a little curvy. So let's see. So I'll just start, I'm going to nestle the beads kind of right up next to the center point so that the tails are nice and nestled in. Okay, now I'm going to just do my knot, and I'll do the exact same on the other side of my tail. Okay, all done. So I really like the way it turned out. It's a little bit different than the one that I have. I did end up adding an extra bead at the bottom because the tails were looking a little bit short. So I just added an extra bead at the bottom to kind of proportion it a little bit better. Let's try this on. Oh, it's cute. It's totally cute. Kind of sits at the top of the beanie. I wish it was a little bit lower. But it's super cute. It's super cute. I think it doesn't really look like a bow though from it looks like I have a snowflake on the top of my head. That's hilarious. I think I like it on the sweater better, but I think on the as a flat piece, I love it on the beanie, but on my head, it looks a little funny. But again, I think on this, on like a cosmetic bag, it would be adorable, adorable, adorable. So definitely tag me on Instagram. I'd love to see how your bow turns out and what you put it on. And thanks so much for following along today. And I wish you a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I'll see you soon. Bye.